Hi guys, I'm here at Kaituna Scenic Reserve, and I thought while I was here I would just have a bit of a discussion about tramping lunches. Obviously when you go out tramping, food's an important thing. You need to have the right kind of mix of things so that you can keep your energy levels up. I've just laid out a few items here on the picnic table, and what we'll do is we'll go over them and have a look. Just describe what they are, how I use them, and also some other items that I don't actually have here. So I've got a wee selection of things here set up for us to look at. So I take a variety of different things with me when I go tramping for my lunch, but generally it tends to be something like bread or wraps or crackers and cold meat and cheese to go with it. But here are some other items I've had. So starting off with those carbs, so we've got some wraps here and two different kinds of crackers. I've taken both of these before with me on trips. The crackers I actually like are Arnott's sesame oils. Those are normally the ones I take with me, and so I'll have my crackers with something to go with them. So it could be cold meat, cheese. Here are some other things that I've taken in the past. So we've got tuna fish, packets of tuna fish, can of tuna fish, small cans of pate. I quite like this mackerel in a can, that's quite nice. That is a ham and chicken flavoured spread. And the other thing I'll take are Pig's peanut butter slugs, because you can like make a sandwich of two crackers with peanut butter in the middle. Really good. So both these packs of crackers are really nice. You find them in Asian food markets. Fita is a Filipino brand. The Sky Flakes actually come from Malaysia. Both of them are really nice. There's multiple different flavours of those Sky Flakes. Quite crumbly, so you have to be careful with them because they'll just get smashed to little pieces. The Fita biscuits are kind of similar to a Snacks biscuit, or a Ritz biscuit if you're from the US. Wraps are a classic lunch item. The advantage with the wrap is that you can basically bash them around and they're never going to get broken, they're never going to get shattered. What I normally do is I don't take a whole pack like that. I put them into individual Ziploc snack bags, one per day, and then I'll just put my fillings in it. So my fillings might be tuna fish or pate or fish or salami, cheese, whatever. Sometimes I take those small packets of mayonnaise and sweet chili sauce with me, just to squeeze over the top, and you know, you can put other things in there, chips, vegetables, fruit, whatever you want to put into them really. So whenever I go to a supermarket, I'm always looking for things for tramping food. These are just a few of the items that I've found before. I really like that Hanif pate, wee cans of pate from France. They're becoming really hard to find now. I don't think they're being imported anymore. But when I find them, I'll buy half a dozen. That can there I looked just before, and it's actually good through to 2024, so they have a really long shelf life. Those cans of mackerel, they're like really high quality fillets of mackerel, delicious, really nice. You need a wee bit of salt with them. I like the old ham and chicken spread, something I remember from when I was a kid. That's very hard to find in New Zealand, but when I find jars of it I will keep it. I don't take that jar with me because it's glass. What I'll do is decant it into something else, and then I'll just have that. Peanut butter is always a good thing for lunch. Put it into a sandwich, on crackers, on a wrap. Pigs make these little peanut slugs, and it's really delicious peanut butter. You can get crunchy and you can also get smooth. There are 6 packs in there, 30 grams each, and so one pack would be enough for probably maybe 5 crackers or a wrap, and you know, it's just a quick, economical, easy way to take peanut butter. The packets are sealed, so it's not going to go out into your bag and like ruin all the rest of your food, and you can see the expiry date on that is December of 2022, and I bought that last year, so they've got a really long shelf life. Recently there's a whole lot more pre-packaged snack meals in the supermarkets. These are one of the things that I've seen. Beehive, they have different kinds of cold meat, and they have them with crackers or fancy bread, or they have them with rice crackers. This one's salami, but they also do pastrami ones. I've seen ham, different kinds of salami, yeah, and there's there's salami and also cheese in those. So that's actually a really great thing for when you're tramping, because it's like a complete lunch. The only problem is the packaging. There's a lot of packaging with them, and you know, for environmental reasons, like I don't tend to use them. I'd much rather take a salami and a block of cheese and cut pieces off, and then that way there's not all that packaging to deal with. These cracker packs are really good. So what you have is you have some meat. So this one's got salami, some kind of cracker in it, or bread, cheese. There's a variety of different companies making these now. This is Beehive, but I've also seen other ones in the supermarket, and there's also different varieties. So I've seen ones with ham, I've seen ones with chicken. Need to be kept in the freezer, the fridge, until you use them, but they're actually perfectly fine for carrying for up to 2 days. The stuff will still be okay to eat. I probably wouldn't use them for longer than 2 days, after more than 2 days, because like the cheese especially will start to go off. Yeah. Good thing to take for day trips. 2 of these and you'd be set. Like, you wouldn't need anything else really for lunch. Maybe some water, maybe like a muesli bar to go with it, and that would be fine. So keep an eye out for them. One of the other items I sometimes take with me are freeze-dried meals. Backcountry, Absolute Wilderness, both of them are good. I normally use the small serves if it's for lunch. Big serve is just too much food when you're walking. Absolute Wilderness are really good meals, quite hard to find. They're more common in the South Island than the North Island. But if you can find them, buy them. They're really delicious. And of course, old backcountry cuisine. Yeah, I won't say anything about that. We all know what a backcountry's like. So there's 3 main freeze-dried outdoor meal companies in New Zealand. You've got 3 different brands. So you've got Backcountry Cuisine, they're the biggest. They have a whole lot of different varieties of meals. The next biggest is a company called Gourmet Outdoor. I don't have one of their packs here at the moment, but their meals are really nice. And then there's also Absolute Wilderness, which is a small business from Nelson. Absolute Wilderness, really great meals. Backcountry, you have to be selective about what you pick, what you eat. Some of them are good, like this chicken carbonara for example is really nice, but some of them are just disgusting and you just don't want to eat them, so you'll find out over time. The other company that we have here is Radix, which is like a keto protein rich freeze-dried meals. They're quite new, they've only been around for about a year and a half. I have tried some of their meals and they are actually nice, but I still actually prefer Absolute Wilderness. So just a note on freeze-dried meals, obviously the best way to enjoy them is hot, putting hot water into them and reconstituting them that way. But you can actually eat these by just putting cold water into them. You just need to let them sit for longer so that the water can rehydrate it properly, and you'd be wanting to put a wee bit more water in when it's cold, more than the recommended amount, because it's going to need the water to rehydrate it properly. So something to remember. The other thing that you're probably going to want to bring with you are some kind of snacks. Those are two of the snacks that I prefer. So raisins, always love raisins. Muesli bars, that's actually the only type of muesli bar that I can actually eat. Pam's yogurt apricot muesli bars, I just cannot stomach any other kind of muesli bar, so I just don't eat them. Other things I eat, jerky, those Jack Links meat sticks, yeah, candy bars, obviously Snickers, and chocolate bars sometimes, yeah, but that's normally what I take, those two there. I'll almost always have a packet of those with me. So the other thing that you want with your lunches is drinks, water, and sometimes I take iced tea with me if I'm only going for a day walk. But here's a few other items that I might take. There's some Raro there, tropical flavoured. Raro Vitafresh, really nice when you get to the hut. The sweetness is good. I take soups, so normally for lunches I take kappa soup because they're so easy to put together. But sometimes I do have these packet soups, so Knorr make good packet soups, Continental make good packet soups, and Trident, there's some Trident Asian noodle soups that are really good. Of course the old classic 3-in-1 coffee. I don't always brew up when I'm out walking during the daytime, but I do sometimes, especially if there's like water around. 3-in-1 is just the easiest way to make a cup of coffee. You just chuck it in the cup, chuck in some water, and there you go. So when you're out hiking, tramping, you have to keep yourself hydrated, and you'd be looking at drinking possibly 4 to 6 litres of water a day if it's summertime and hot, maybe 4 litres during the winter time. Obviously there's a lot of places in New Zealand where the water's good enough to just drink straight from the stream or river, but increasingly the quality of the water is deteriorating, and so if you're taking water out of streams and rivers you have to treat it. You can use aquatabs, you can filter it, you can use iodine. I've used all three in the past. I've actually got a soya squeeze, and so that's what I do for filtering the water. But if the water's coming from like a water tank at a hut, I normally just put an aquatab into it just to be safe.